Hey, welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with the miserable liberal and Ron Placone.
I'm miserable.
Howdy, howdy. I'm happy.
Look at that nice T-shirt Steph has on, though. Okay. That's a Donna Tonahan's T-shirt. It's a woman's cut. Look how nice it looks on a woman. It does look nice. It's hard to see, though. Yeah, there you go. So, we all know about what happened in the Grenfell fire. That's what neoliberalism brings you, right? So that's because they literally took away the fire safety protections. They took them away so they can make another nickel. So this is about the response to that, right? So Theresa May, who's part of the people who took away all those safety fire protections, they went to visit. Did she go and visit? Do you see? So there's Theresa May. And there's all the that's like the captain. See all the white shirts? That's like the police captains and all the big shots, right? And they're all standing around with their hands behind their backs, like real polite, like real upper crusty stuff. And what does the tweet say? The tweet says, "Bit shite that Theresa May decided against meeting or speaking to a single resident or survivor, but she did arrange a photo op with firefighters." Not a single survivor. They talk. I mean, to me, that's just neoliberalism right in your face. Can I anymore show you how much I don't give a shit? I'm not going to, even for a second, pretend to care about people. That's it. She went to talk to the fire. Hey, how's it going for you guys? Got to clean up after these people? Has these people got all burned? I'm sorry about that. You have to clean up after these poor people? Here's the difference. People were tweeting about this and talking about it a lot. There's Theresa May, right? And there she is walking around. There's Jeremy Corbyn. A little different. Huh? Here's another one. There's Jeremy Corbyn hugging a woman. There's Theresa May standing around. Won't talk. I can't have contact with actual people. Here's another one. Here's Jeremy Corbyn. There's another one. The guy says, Jeremy Corbyn busy being the prime minister we haven't got. Yep.
She could not look more disinterested.
Could she not?
Just a look on her face. She's just like, oh, I wonder what's on the BBC later. Like, she looks like she could not give two shits.
She couldn't give
even
one.
Being there.
She couldn't give one shit. Here's Jeremy Corbyn responding to the Grenfell fire. Want to hear how he responded? He actually went and talked to the people.
Needs you, do you know what I mean? And this community someone has to be held accountable, someone has to be held responsible. We do not want this kicked into the long grass. We do not want the government to sort of hide this with some hollow platitude that lessons will be learnt. We've heard
Emma
that.
is your MP. She will speak for this community. John Healy is our housing spokesperson is here. He will speak up for us. I will speak up for all of you because we have to get to the bottom of this. The truth has got to come out, and it will.
So there's Jeremy Corbyn and all the people in his shadow government actually meeting with the people. Actually there firsthand and promising that they will get to the bottom of it. They're actually there. Unlike Theresa May. You want to see how Theresa May handles it? This is what happens to Theresa. That's how Theresa May handles stuff. How's that neoliberalism working out for you? So that's how Theresa May handle it as opposed to Jeremy Corbyn, and that's how the people are handling Theresa May now wherever she goes. Just to run to her car. It's the leader of the country. Has to run to her car and everybody's afraid that something's going to happen. That's not bad. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that they're afraid of the people. I think that's good to see her run to her car. She has to feel the wrath of regular people who've been screwed over for decades now. And they've been handed a shit sandwich and they've been told it's good for them. What were they handed? They were handed the Iraq War. They were told that was good because Iraq's he's gonna somehow blow us up with missiles he doesn't have and an army that he doesn't have. They said that was good for us. Trillions of dollars, thousands dead, austerity to pay for it. In America, they repealed the banking regulations. They said it's good for you, crash the economy, and they made the bank solvent again on your back. They kick you out of your house. 10 million people. They said NAFTA was good. They said TPP was good. They said, but exploding the prison population was good for you. The Bush tax cuts were good for you. Austerity was good for you. Cutting back on fire safety regulations is good for you because now we can all make more money, baby. This is how it ends up. Here's a little different reaction. This is an MP who actually gives a crap.
Welfare state. Your middle class viewers, this is about whether the welfare state is just schools and hospitals or whether it's about having a safety net. I get quite emotional as I say that. We need to live in a society where we care for the poorest and the vulnerable. And that means housing. It means something decent to live. It was a noble idea that we built. And it's falling apart around our eyes. That's what it's about. And if it's taken this tragedy to bring that reality home to people who are lucky enough to live in very different circumstances, then thank God. It's about the welfare state. Do we believe in a safety net or not?
Because what do you think this says about the state of some housing, some state-run, council-owned housing?
You can't contract out everything to the private sector. The private sector do some wonderful things, but they have a for-profit motives. They cut corners. If you haven't got the officers to check on the enforcement of buildings, don't expect it to be done. You know, are there fire extinguishers? I knock on doors all the time. All MPs did. We've all been up to those tower blocks. They exist right across the country. Where are the fire extinguishers on every corridor? Where are the hoses? Are the fire doors really working? Where are the sprinklers? If you want to build these buildings, then let them at least be as good as the luxury penthouse buildings that are also being built. But these buildings aren't, is the question. So you either demolish them and house people in a different way, or you absolutely refurbish them to the best of quality that we can do.
Do you think this says anything about the value that is placed on the lives of people who cannot afford to buy their own property to live in some of the nicer bits of Britain?
This is a tale of two cities. This is what Dickens was writing about in the century before the last, and it's still here in 2017. It's the face of the poorest and the most vulnerable. My friend who lost her life was a talented artist, but she was a young black woman making her way in this country, and she absolutely had no power or locus or agency. She had not yet achieved that in her life. She'd done amazing things, gone to university, the best in her life, but she's died with her mother on the 22nd floor of a building. And it breaks my heart that that's happening in Britain in 2017. It breaks my heart.
That's another way to respond. So there you go. That's a different ways. That's Theresa May. That's the face of neoliberalism. That's the face of humanity right there. Jeremy Corbyn also.
Can I throw a side note in? This
Sure.
guy's talking about, he kept saying safety net, safety net. It's worth bringing up. If you don't believe in a safety net, what she was asking, do we believe in a safety net? If you don't believe in democracy either. Because you can't, I mean, I believe in both. And you can't believe in one and not the other. Well, I don't believe we can cut corners. Like, no, you can't. You need a safety net to have a democracy. So
well,
you don't
that,
believe.
We know that built into the capitalistic models, there is just permanent unemployment. There's at least 4, 5, 6%, often higher than that, as permanent. So what are those people? So we're just going to have 6% of our 7% of our population just won't have when they don't have jobs. F them.
Yeah.
What? Of course we're going to have a safety net. We're the richest country in the world, but we don't. Bill Clinton got rid of that for the welfare for people in the 90s. Now, So this is a good look at neoliberalism. That's a good way to look at how to handle it. Theresa May, the conservatives, they can't hide their disdain for people. That's kind of the beauty of Theresa May. She can't hide her disdain for people. Just like Trump can't hide his disdain for regular people. Just like Hillary Clinton can't hide her disinterest in people. And this isn't anybody except her donors. So there you go. And good on that MP for having a human reaction.